second question, actually, which is about a piece I saw in the press this week about a TV, sorry, I think it was an online, actually, video advert called See Their Side. And I had two questions about that, which I'll do together. And it may be that both of you wish to answer them. The first one is, how on earth did we end up with an advert that was supposed to be about the laudable aim of drivers and cyclists seeing each other's side, in which the driver was clearly at fault, and somehow we end up with this message that we should all be getting along together without reinforcing the fact that in the image shown, it was not the cyclist but the driver clearly at fault. And secondly, did either or both of you sign off on that advert before it went out?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for that question. So in the Vision Zero refresh report, one of the more sobering statistics is some of the work we've done looking at attitudes to safety in London, which does just show the magnitude of the issue. I think 87% of Londoners still consider that collisions are inevitable and that it's something you sort of accept. And there's a large body and need of work to sort of bring people along to taking more care on the road network, considering that safety is the be-all and end-all of making a journey. And so we've talked, and we talk in the report, about the real need to try to influence cultures and behaviours on the road network. This piece of work drew exactly on that research and was quite carefully researched beforehand. Just to correct you on one thing, if you look at the advert, the driver does not actually, it's not clear. The whole point of the advert is it's not clear if anyone is at fault. The driver neither swerves nor does anything. All you see is an altercation, and it's a nasty altercation, and the whole point is that it has both participants reflecting on it. Now, I did see the advert, and I did comment on it, and we did make some changes to it, so I did absolutely see it before it went out. The issue, what we really wanted, and what was very interesting, because we did some follow-up research with focus groups, is a lot of different groups did actually have the sort of light bulb moment that the advert was looking to generate, which was that moment of empathy and recognition, actually, that the other road users also are there as human beings and are perhaps scared by what's going on. It didn't have the stakeholder reaction that we wanted, and therefore it was muddying the very issue that we were trying to do. This is to try to intervene in something as complex as road safety culture is a very difficult thing. It was quite a brave attempt to try to do this. We don't think the advert was effective ultimately. We've stopped it. But it was trying to do something new and trying to generate that kind of awareness and empathy, and we need to look at it and to learn from it and to see what else we can do to try to progress. What is at heart absolutely essential is that we try to generate a wider sense of awareness about the huge responsibility we all have as road users and the danger that we all pose to each other, which out with we won't actually achieve Vision Zero.
Sorry, my second question was, you signed off on that advert. I mean, you said that.
So I'm not the. So yeah, I definitely saw it as part of my as part of the process of approving it within TfL. And yes, if you like, I signed off on it. It's not actually, just in terms of the Byzantine governance TfL. It's not actually my final say. But yes, I'm happy to take that accountability if that's helpful.
Thanks. Sorry, Will. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Sorry, they're a bit temperamental. These days.
Yeah, just to confirm on Lilli, we have to tackle the culture on London's roads. Yeah, it is. We've done an awful lot of marketing around the behaviour on London's roads in terms of the speeding, the drink driving, all of those things, and they're effective. But all the research shows that sort of 90% of people still consider it inevitable that people will get killed and seriously injured on our roads. There is a deep-rooted culture, and all the research shows that there's a culture of sort of everyone in it for themselves on London's roads. That's what the semiotic research shows. We have, as I said, it's tackling culture and change. I say this as an anthropologist, is a huge challenge, and we have to be able to think innovatively and differently about this. So it is not easy. Clearly, the reaction to this advert isn't what anybody would have wanted. It has been stopped, but I still believe, and actually talking to a lot of the stakeholders, I'm sure everyone here would agree that we do need to do work on pushing that how we change the culture on London's roads. It is a challenge. We do need to think innovatively, and I wouldn't want the the issues that happened with that advert to affect the team to be able to think differently and actually address this in a really, what is a real challenging problem.
Okay.
What I heard in your answer was that it was the reaction to the advert that was the problem. Do I infer from that that you didn't think the advert itself was a problem, but you accept that the reaction wasn't what you expected?
No, I did not see the advert before it went out, and I wasn't a fan of it when I did.
Thanks. Thanks,
Okay.
Chair.
Right, I'm just conscious, members. We're
Sorry,
still
can I
on
just
call-
add, sorry, Chair, can I just add one thing? That process, we have actually worked through the issues on that process so that there is there is now a new system in place whereby marketing and content and the working with colleagues in MOPAC and the Met and others are coming together to do this jointly. And as I said, this is stuff we are learning to do all the time. And so there is a new process and a new system in place so that, as we move forward, things can continue to go well.
Great, thank you. That's very helpful. Just conscious